In normal times, we'd be over there at the Houses of Parliament celebrating together, but we don't currently live in normal times. That's not going to stop us though, as this year we are going virtual with an even bigger audience. I'm Scott Minto, and this is the EFL Community Awards 2021. Hello and welcome. Let me hear you make some noise. I can't hear you. Look, I'm not going to hear you anyway, but I'm sure you're making lots of noise up and down the country. What a year it has been. Just a few days after our awards last year, the country went into lockdown, shutting down all aspects of society, and our lives changed forever. But football clubs came together as a force for good and were among the first to respond to the needs of communities across England and Wales. Our players and clubs have had even bigger roles in their communities in the face of the pandemic. And today we'll be celebrating that football never went away. We have 3 award categories to recognise. 6 regional winners of the Your Move Community Club of the Year Award, 3 divisional winners of the PFA Player in the Community, and the YouGov Sport Project of the Year 2021. All individual winners will go through as nominees to the Grand Awards ceremony live on Sky Sports, and that is tomorrow evening. Delighted to say joining me now is Rick Parry, EFL Chair. A warm welcome. Rick, how are you?
I'm great, thank you, Scott. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well. I mean, it's fair to say it's been a year like no other. But how heartening has it been to witness football's response to this pandemic?
It's been fantastic. The last live event I took part in was this one just over 12 months ago. And brilliant to be here to celebrate all that's best about football. We've seen some wonderful success stories. We've seen some incredible challenges. It's been, the hardest year in football for a very long time. First time since Second World War, since football came to a halt. But we've seen the very best in all of our clubs, the way that they've worked with their community organisations. Huge effort right across the board. Incredibly positive stories. Something really to be excited about and to be proud of. So incredibly challenging, but then heartwarming and positive as well.
As recently as last month, the EFL delivered its 1 millionth food parcel. How do you begin to sum up the collective effort during this time of need?
It's been phenomenal because, if we look at what's been happening on the pitch, that's been an incredible challenge for all of our clubs to get through the whole season with no crowds, massive loss of income. That's taken a huge effort on the part of all our clubs, all of their owners. They deserve massive credit for that. But then to go above and beyond, because of course they came into their own when we had the shutdown. That's when communities were really working hard. But to continue that effort whilst playing football, and to get the players involved, to get managers involved, making phone calls, all the mental health challenges, being in touch with supporters, really engaging. It's just been fantastic. And, it's really important that we say thank you to everybody in the clubs, in the community organisations, the sponsors, the supporters, because it's been a team effort like no other.
Incredible how everyone comes together in a time of need. And as we've heard in previous years, a large majority of the population live nearby in EFL clubs, which makes this kind of work all the more important, really, doesn't it?
Well, it does. And you have to remember that, we've got all sorts of ownership structures. And as we've heard in the press this week, not always for the better, but every single one of our clubs has its roots within the community. That's where they grew up from. And it's fantastic to see that our clubs still have that connection. It was wonderful on Sunday to be back at the Carabao Cup final, to see Manchester City able to celebrate with their supporters, which was that was this kind of spine-tingling moment. And of course we're hoping that we're going to be back in front of full stadiums next season. But so important that we don't forget all of the good work that's been done this season, and that all of the community projects go from strength to strength, so that, again, everybody will remember that our clubs rightly belong right at the heart of their communities, and they are so important to their communities.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. I know you'll be joining us at the end of the show once we've celebrated all our winners. OK, we'll get to our first award in just a moment, but a reminder that we are live and we want you to get involved as if you were here with us. On your screen, you'll see the message wall. Feel free to send us a message, please. Let us know how you're celebrating and cheer on our winners. Remember, it is a Wednesday afternoon, so please keep it clean. We'll be dipping into the chat throughout the show, so get those messages coming in right now. OK, let's get to it with our first award category, the Community Club of the Year Award, where we have 6 regional winners. This award is sponsored by Your Move and recognises the EFL club that has demonstrated outstanding success at engaging and having an impact in their local community. And as you'll appreciate in these current times, this has been more important than ever. The application process was open to all 72 clubs, and the winners were selected by an expert panel after reviewing each extensive application. We begin in the North East and Yorkshire region, and a club that through their various initiatives improved the life skills of nearly 6,000 people, raised the confidence, aspirations, self-worth and motivations of over 12,000 people, as well as numerous other programmes that supported and protected the community during COVID. And our winner is, and I hope Charlton see them in the League One playoff final, Sunderland. Let's find out more about what the club did in their community.
At a time when a lot of people were struggling with the effects of COVID and furlough, we were overwhelmed with the generosity of the Sunderland fans. That food, the presents, everything that was donated made a huge difference to 1,000 families across the city. Sunderland Together had an online fundraiser, and we managed to raise nearly £20,000 for the 4 charities that we were supporting.
Some of those organisations involved, Salvation Army, Washington Mind, the Foundation and the Sunderland Food Bank, they're getting really large amounts of money as a result of this campaign.
That's the beauty of our supporters, that if they do get behind something and they believe in it, they will really go for it. The power of football can develop and deliver really long-lasting initiatives in our communities.
These projects can help our fellow fans know that there's somebody out there who cares.
Congratulations to the whole team at Sunderland. The next region is the North West. This club received the Mayor's Award for outstanding service provided to the community during a time of crisis and increased its complement of full-time staff by 20% despite financial challenges. They said the past 12 months have been the proudest, the most impactful and rewarding since our charity's formation. Our winner is Blackburn Rovers. Let's take a look at some of the amazing work the club got involved in.
The football club and the community trust are so integrated in the local community. We've been the must-go-to organisation, charity in the town. We've done a number of mental health campaigns this year to try and make a difference and to help those people who are suffering.
A lot of people were struggling with that lack of connectivity, and we thought we would use the platform of the football club and the community trust to make sure that we could bring people together.
We were asked, could we facilitate and operate and manage a lateral float smart testing centre to help the local community to try and control the virus.
Without the test centre, we probably would have taken on less people, and also I think the people themselves would have felt a lot less confident coming to work.
Saving people's lives, saving jobs, is something we're committed to long term.
Fantastic work from everyone connected there at Blackburn Rovers. OK, the next region is the Midlands, and a club that instigated 23 programmes serving all ages from 3 to 91. Over 51,000 people were touched by the schemes, improving their health and well-being, increasing aspirations and educational attainment. On news of the national lockdown last year, the club immediately opened its doors, turning the club's concourses into kitchens, and as with all clubs, heavily supported their community in the challenging times of lockdown. This club alone delivered more than 300,000 meals to those in need during the pandemic, helping more than 50,000 people and giving them a lifeline along the way. Combined with over 6,000 phone calls to those at risk of becoming isolated in their community, 90% of people said that contact with their football club had improved their happiness and well-being. The winner is Port Vale, and we visited their ground to see how they supported fans.
Our fans have needed help more than they've ever needed it. Never in our wildest dreams did we ever think we could achieve what we actually did achieve.
Over 50,000 individuals have actually helped with some form of food parcel. It has been a lifeline.
We've got an elderly population who have been asked to stay indoors and not interact at all. And we know that's had a huge impact on loneliness, mental health.
There's a lot of people that need this. I'm just here on my own. It's nice somebody ring you up and just have a little chat and have a laugh, which does you good. I feel involved with everybody. Thank you for all the kindness.
The important thing is to answer the needs of the community, and it doesn't have to be big to be successful. It has to just be the right help at the right time, hitting the right people.
Oh, we love Vera, don't we? OK, brilliant work from the team there in North Staffordshire. The next region is the South West and Wales. On news of the lockdown, the club immediately put an offer of help into their local council, offering any support that was needed. They launched various initiatives to support community engagement, battle loneliness and improve education and employability. One of those people they supported was Audrey, and she said, "Without their support, I do not know where I would be. They have done everything I'm now unable to do, my shopping, collecting my prescriptions, and treat me like I'm one of their family. I really do feel like I'm part of a football family." And the winner is Bristol Rovers. And we visited the club to see what great work they've been doing.
We are at the heart of our community and have been for many years now. The work that we do covers 4 key areas, that of health, education, sport and inclusion. We involve people from the football club, and I think that really engages with young people.
This whole pandemic has been really hard for everyone. This loneliness project that we did really helps everyone in the community just know that they're not alone in the end of the day.
Partnership between Bristol Pride and ourselves, and we firmly believe that we should be tackling homophobia within sport, and we want to make sure that as a club we were fully inclusive, and we think this partnership firmly supports that message.
A few of our girls are in the LGBTQ community, so it's good to show our support.
Football is a very important part of people's lives, and I think moments like these during the pandemic, we need to actually step up as a community club and go out and support those people.
Fantastic work and well done to the whole team. Now let's go to the message wall, shall we, and see what you've been sending through. First up is Amanda Best. Hi EFL Trust, from your colleagues at NCS Trust. We are delighted to be with you this afternoon and in awe of what your clubs achieve. Ruth from PLCF here, watching from Sutton. Hello. Adam McWannell, watching over in Kingston upon Hull. Looking forward to hearing all the stories of the amazing work our CCOs have been doing. Ruth Shaw. Ruth from PLCF here, watching from Sutton. Hello all. And a final one as well from Dominic. Hi Amanda, welcome once again. OK, well, our penultimate winner in the Your Move Community Club of the Year award is the South East and East region. One focus of this club's activities was helping feed their community. At its peak, they were helping to deliver over 400 food parcels every single week. This focus led to an understanding of the need to upskill the community in terms of cooking once ingredients were received. From this, an innovative new programme was born. And the winner is Portsmouth. And we visited the club to find out what's been cooking.
Blue Kitchen started as a result of lockdown. We've got Blue Kitchen into work, utilising all of the skills that people lose in the kitchen to prepare them for furthering their careers. Blue Kitchen Cancer Recovery, looking at healthy eating to help recovery from cancer. We've got a holiday scheme, 8 youngsters every day coming in, and everybody goes away having learned some new skills.
It does some remarkable stuff within the community, producing food, working with young kids, and being a part of it just makes my day absolutely wonderful.
It has been the funnest thing, like, in the whole entire world. I've learned so many different skills, eating loads of different fruit and veg.
It's so exciting that out of something really quite bleak in the middle of lockdown, when we were delivering 500 parcels a week of food, that we've actually got something that's going to stay with Ponky and the community and the club for a long while yet. There really is no end to what we can do.
Everybody at Portsmouth, I cannot cook at all. I'm coming down at some point before the end of the season, and please teach me a little bit. Beans on toast is about all I can do. OK, our final winner in this category is the London region. This club strongly focuses on well-being for all ages in their community. They further developed existing relationships with the NHS this year. Hospitality lounges were converted to a 24-hour sanctuary which provided 50,000 hot meals to hospital staff. They laundered at least 1,000 scrubs in the club's kit room, and hospitality boxes were turned into bedrooms for hospital staff to use in between shifts. More widely, an army of club members and volunteers made over 2,500 wellbeing calls to those most in need. And the winner here is Watford. Let's take a look at the club's wide range of activities.
During the year that we've had, we've been reminded how important community spirit is and bringing people together. We've been doing a whole range of different programmes and initiatives: health and wellbeing, learning and skills, social inclusion, football and sports development.
The whole programme was very relatable to their age group, and it meant that they knew how to keep that resilience, how to keep their self-esteem high.
I get stressed quite easily, so it was nice to know what I can do to calm myself down.
A lot of people struggle with mental health, and it's nice to see that a lot of people are caring about it.
If you're living with dementia, then it's so isolating. This project has helped really overcome that. It's something really special to be a part of.
To meet other people suffering with dementia, going through the same problems and the same worries that you are, it's brilliant.
The work that we've done around mental wellbeing and trying to help reduce isolation has been testament to the fact of how important we see our role within the community.
Yeah, congratulations to Watford and all our winners in the Your Move Community Club of the Year award. Hopefully everyone is making some noise at home. Let's go back into the live messages, shall we? Michelle Robbins, thank you to everyone who has joined us this afternoon. That's Michelle at Lytham St Anne's, Patrick Brosnan, Pat from Sport England here, dialing in from Kingston. Ali Maxwell, hi everyone, completely humbled and in awe of the work done by community trusts across the EFL. Watching this from South West London and applauding every second. Ali, from, of course, Not the Top 20 podcast. Ali, hope you're well, mate. Peter Taylor, hello from Watford. Amazing work by all the clubs supporting the local community. And Oliver Blake as well. Just wanted to say huge congratulations to all the winners today and those nominated. The amazing work everyone continues to do for their local communities. Where's it gone? Every time people just goes in, it refreshes. I'm so not down with the kids. Where have you gone? Local communities is so important, and we are incredibly proud to be part of this. That is Oliver Blake, Managing Director of Your Move. Keep them coming in, and I'll try and keep up with them. OK, let's move on to our second category now, the PFA Player in the Community. And we have 3 winners of this award, one of whom will be crowned overall winner at the main awards show tomorrow. This award recognises the player whose involvement in the community last year went over and above that which would normally be expected, either due to the breadth of involvement in community programmes or due to the depth of support for one particular project or activity. All club community trusts were contacted to nominate a player from their first team squad, our first winner from the Sky Bet Championship. And among a huge list of community activities, this player became a volunteer at the beginning of the pandemic. Using his contacts at the club, he secured large supplies of water and food and encouraged donations from his teammates to provide supplies for NHS workers. As I say, it's just a small flavour of this player's activities last year. In the submission, he said, "I know that people facing hardships has been made worse by the pandemic, so I think it's important that we all help in some way, shape or form. I think volunteering is one of the best things you can do, not only to help others, but to help yourself." And the winner from Cardiff City is Will Volks. And we caught up with Will earlier today and he spoke to our reporter, Abby Rodwell.
Well, Will, congratulations. It's a fantastic personal achievement for you, but I know you'll be the first one to say it. This isn't about you.
Yeah, it is nice to receive an award, but it's a little bit strange for something like this. I spoke about it the last time when I was fortunate enough to win it at Rotherham. It is a little bit awkward because you don't do volunteering or a little bit extra for the club and a bit in the community to win an award. You do it because you want to and you want to help people. And so, yeah, it's nice and it's good publicity for the club and good to spread a positive message as a player to other players. But, yeah, personally, it's always a little bit strange.
You obviously won the award in 2019 with your former club. It's clear to see how much this type of work means to you, but how would you sum up in your own words what it means?
I think this kind of work is so important as a footballer to give back a little bit. I think we're given so much from the local community, whether that be support, just when you're walking down the street, people saying hello to you, people wanting to make sure you're all right. Don't get me wrong, we get a bit of stick along the way as footballers, but we have a good life and I think we have a responsibility as players who are looked up to by children. We tend to be looked up to by young boys and girls, which is rightly or wrongly. We have a responsibility to be a good role model and to give a little bit back for what we get, because we were those kids one day. I remember being a little kid and wanting to be a footballer or looking at the TV and thinking that, these footballers are amazing, and we're not, but we should do a little bit more. And yeah, I think it is vital.
You just touched on it there, but as someone who people look up to and someone who leads by example, do you feel an obligation to do this sort of work?
I do personally, yeah. I think it's not hard. A lot of it's not hard to do. It takes, 5-10 minutes here and there. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, a bit longer, but I think we do. I think little things like video messages, and a lot of that was through lockdown, and you'd be surprised how much that cheers people up and helps, a young boy or girl who needed that little bit of confidence, needed a little boost from someone, and maybe their parents or brothers or sisters or family members, it doesn't quite resonate with them as well as a footballer. And it sounds daft saying it, because part of me thinks it shouldn't be like that, but it's the way it is and we should use it positively.
Well, congratulations and thanks ever so much for your time.
Yes, well, congratulations, and knowing you as I do as well rewarded with what you did at Rotherham a couple of years ago. Fantastic to see you doing the good work again here. Good luck in the Grand Awards tomorrow night. OK, our second winner in this award is for Sky Bet League One, and this player again boasts a huge list of community activities after becoming an integral part of the club's community development when he joined in 2018. Among his activities last year, he hosted online sessions for students studying BTEC Level 3 sport. He joined other team members in delivering food parcels and pledged to keep in touch with vulnerable members of the community across the pandemic. In a submission, this player said, "I think the community department that we have here is phenomenal, and it's a huge honour for me to be the education ambassador. I have a great passion for the importance of education and being able to help inspire future generations and to equip them with the skills to pursue whatever path they decide." The winner here from Bristol Rovers is Alex Rodman. Alex is on the line. Well done, Alex. It is a great achievement.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Look, as we've seen there, you get involved in all kinds of community work. Just how rewarding has it been to put smiles on faces, especially this year?
It's been an absolute pleasure to be involved in the Tackling Loneliness project, to be honest. I can't say enough about what the Bristol Rovers Community Trust does. Adam and Matt, the excellent work they do, and getting out and reaching so many of our vulnerable gases at a time when a lot of them didn't have family that they could call on for food deliveries, and getting out and spending some time with them. It's been a real pleasure and something I've been really proud to be a part of.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about how you first became involved. Is this something you've always been keen to do?
Yeah, I've been a part of the Community Trust for a couple of years now. I'm the Education Ambassador, and there's 4 of us within the playing squad that are more heavily involved in the Community Trust projects. And when the Tackling Loneliness project came out after the pandemic, it was something that I really wanted to get involved in, and used my position within the football club and our unique position as footballers to positively influence people's lives and make an impression. And during such a tough time throughout the pandemic, I thought it was important that I did all I could, and we did. And unfortunately, we've got a great playing squad and a great team at Rovers, Bristol Rovers, that got out and did that. And unfortunately, we were able to put some smiles on faces and deliver some food parcels at a key time.
Yeah, and when you see the scale of what's going on, not only at your club, but at clubs across the country, how important do you think it is that we tell these stories and continue to celebrate community outreach work?
Definitely. I think it's vital. I think we're in a unique position with football and how we can positively affect and touch people's lives. And I think we saw a lot through the COVID pandemic, through the height of it, that a lot of football clubs really got to really got out there and touched a lot of their fan base, and it's, if anything, over the last year, I think we've really seen how important fans are to football clubs and the communities, and everyone coming together. I think it's been a really positive time through what has been a horrendous time for most, but a really positive time in the way football clubs have come together to unite with their fans.
Spot on, Alex. Well done again, and good luck in the awards tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
OK, let's go back to the message wall, shall we, and see what everyone's been saying. Sarah Mackin, hello everyone from Nottinghamshire. Jamie Noble, congratulations for all the amazing work I'm watching by our colleagues at other CCOs. Very proud to see the contribution you have made to your communities and proud to be part of the network. Well done, everyone. Charlotte Hill, coming to this awards is always a highlight of the year as an EFL Trust and board member. Brings to life the power of football to drive such positive change in communities. Congratulations to all winners. One more, Elaine Knox. Well done, Pompey, and all those who take part. OK, keep them coming on that message wall. Our final winner in the PFA Player in the Community Award is from Sky Bet League 2. And this player is an ambassador for the club's mental health football programme, attending sessions in person and virtually. He regularly contributes to the club's weekly virtual chat and quiz and provided outreach to schools and holiday sports camps. In a submission, he said, "It is a great privilege to work with everyone at County and the community, especially as they deliver such fantastic programmes. The work I do is a real pleasure, and in the current climate, if I can give something back, it is brilliant. It is something I really enjoy, and I've developed a real bond with everyone. It puts a smile on my face and hopefully puts a smile on others' faces too." The winner from Newport County is Matty Dolan, and he joins us now. Congratulations, Matty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mental health is an issue that's close to the heart for the league and its clubs with the partnership with Mind, but what does it mean to you?
I think it's massive. It's obviously something that's been quite big in the public eye, especially during all the lockdowns. And it's something that if I can help in the tiniest way, then it's something I'm willing to do and something I take a lot of pride in.
To know you've potentially helped even one person must give you a great deal of satisfaction, but you've helped many more than that, haven't you?
Yeah, I think Newport's been fantastic with it. Norman Parcells made it very easy, and it's something that I've really enjoyed and something that's been kind of part of my routine. And we have a good laugh on the quiz here, and it's been fantastic, like you say, to even help one person, let alone the full campaign.
And with that said, just how important do you think it is for people to talk, particularly when you think about the effects of lockdown and those who are isolated?
Yeah, I think it's massive. Obviously, like you said, it's been well documented, and if we can help as footballers, then it's something that we should be willing to do. Give up our time. I think it's a massive part of it. But like you said, I think the lockdowns have been very difficult. So if we can help in any way, it's something that I'm willing to do.
Well done, Matty. And as with all of our winners, we wish you all the very best tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
The final award is the YouGov Sport Project of the Year Award, and this award was launched last year and recognises specific projects run by clubs that have had a large impact on their local communities. Normally this would be awarded to just one club, but this year we're doing something special. Rick, tell us more. Before we do, is your microphone okay there?
Well, we'll see. I'm hoping so. I mean, we've seen some fantastic stories today.
But I'll just stop you there. Really big apologies. The mic isn't quite right at the moment. I'll go to the message board, if you don't mind, just trying to see if you can put it back on your lapel, I'm sure. Who have we got here now? We've got Bobby Briers watching from Cardiff on behalf of University of South Wales. Inspiring to see the work that many CCOs and staff are doing up and down the country. Honour to play a small part in the community coach's journey within these fantastic clubs. Mike Evans, you know Scott from your role as a judge in previous years. How competitive this award is, I certainly do. Huge congratulations to the 6 winners, but also to the other 66 for setting such a high bar. Mike at EFL Trust. Mike, hope you're well. Susan O'Brien, fantastic work being done across the country. Well done to all the winners. Nick Roberts, absolutely phenomenal stuff from everyone. Each video awe-inspiring and reminds us why football is so important and why we do the work we do. Valiant Vera bringing a tear to the eye. Nick, Vera was fantastic, wasn't she? Stuart, brilliant stories, an unbelievable commitment from everyone involved and so many more across the country. Norman Parcell, hello all. Watching from Newport, South Wales, county and the community staff and trustees. Congratulations to all of the winners, admiring all the work the CCOs do across England and Wales. Yeah, thank you, Norman, for sending that second bit in as well. Delighted to say, amazing. You sorted it out really well there, Rick. Let's go back to where we were and something special, something different this year.
Yes, so as I was saying, we've had an amazing year. We've heard some great stories today of the way that clubs, communities have come together. You look at what's been achieved across the board, 1.4 million food parcels, 500,000 phone calls made, 2,000 laptops, 200,000 pieces of PPE delivered, players getting involved, garden gate conversations. I mean, just an amazing period. And I think because of that, because it's been so unusual, because it's been so fantastic, we are doing something totally unprecedented, impossible, frankly, to separate the clubs. And on that basis, probably a one-off, the winner is all 72 clubs.
Absolutely brilliant. A fantastic decision, I have to say. OK, thanks for joining us for the moment, Rick. Let's reflect on some of the amazing work the clubs did.
When the pandemic hit in March 2020, clubs came together as a force for good and were among the first to respond to the needs of the local communities across England and Wales. Clubs and the club community organisations adapted their outreach programmes in line with government guidance and restrictions to ensure the safe continuation of their incredible work. This provided a lifeline for so many, helping to keep people healthy, active and connected. From Cardiff to Carlisle, and Bristol to Blackpool. Clubs and CCOs continue to provide vital support to some of the country's most vulnerable people. Over the past year, EFL clubs and community schemes have delivered over 1.4 million food parcels, made over 500,000 phone calls to elderly and vulnerable people, as well as their season ticket holders, donated over 2,000 laptops to local schools, distributed almost 200,000 items of PPE, footballers signed up to volunteer for the NHS, and weekly garden gate visits to the most vulnerable and lonely. The Project of the Year award showcases the collective and individual responses made to the needs of the communities during what has been an incredibly difficult period for everyone. An unprecedented year, a team effort, a beautiful game.
Rick, absolutely amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's an unprecedented decision, but we do live, as you say, in unprecedented times. How easy or quick was it? And I'd imagine it was a unanimous decision.
I think it was an easy decision in a sense, because it would have been an impossible decision to have done anything else. So it's always challenging, but I think it was a great decision. I hope it's not one that will have to be made every year for obvious reasons, but let's hope we're coming out of this pandemic. But, you know, again, really important, let's hope we build upon what's been achieved this year. It reminds us of how important the communities are to our clubs and how important our clubs are to the communities. Let's develop that. Let's keep on up the hard work. And as I said, I view the future with great optimism. Full crowds next season, we hope, but still outreach is going to be incredibly important. And let's go from strength to strength.
We saw some of the big numbers there, didn't we, on the VT? Over 1.4 million food parcels delivered, over 500,000 phone calls made to the elderly and vulnerable people, over 2,000 laptops delivered to local, or donated to local schools, and almost 200,000 items of PPE distributed. These are incredible numbers, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, but you can kind of get lost in the numbers, and I think it's just really important as well to remember some of those individual stories. It's the impact on individual people's lives. It's the stories of the players that we've seen who've decided to make the effort to get involved. Those are the things that I think stay in the memory. I mean, obviously the numbers are important, but as I said, it's those individual stories that stay with me. And for me, fantastic to see the day of action, which sort of highlighted really what everybody's been doing, because as we've seen with the main award, this was genuinely an extraordinary team effort. So again, thanks to everybody, congratulations to everybody.
You used the word hope just before. Can we change it to expect in terms of stadium being reasonably full, if not full capacity next season?
Oh, well, that's what we're working towards. That's, you know, that is absolutely our plan until somebody tells us otherwise. Full steam ahead for us. The test event at Wembley went incredibly well on Sunday. Next step for us is playoffs. We've got the Euros across the summer. So, you know, absolutely. And it's hard work, it's commitment. And again, the clubs are showing tremendous commitment. We do actually know how to organise major events. Football clubs have been doing that for decades under great scrutiny. So we do actually know what we're doing. We can be a beacon for the country in terms of as we come out of this horrible pandemic. So, yeah, as I said, you have to view next season with great optimism, and hopefully every season after that too. So
just finally then, how proud are you of the EFL and all 72 clubs for everything they've achieved over the last 12, 13 months?
Oh, tremendously proud. Proud in every single way. And, you know, my kind of favourite phrase is the EFL really matters. And we've seen that in spades in the last 12 months. As I said, it's on the pitch, it's off the pitch. Extraordinary example of a coming together that probably we've never seen the like of before, but let's build on it and let's carry that forwards.
Yeah, and hopefully we don't need to see the likes of it in the future, but we should wait and see. Rick, thank you very much indeed for joining us. OK, that is it for our main awards, but we do have one person we'd like to give special recognition to. Mike Evans, CEO of the EFL Trust, was able to surprise him at the Crown Oil Stadium. Let's take a look.
It's been a difficult year for everybody, 2020, and the response of our football clubs in the community has been fantastic. And nowhere has that been better encapsulated than here at Rochdale AFC. And we're here today because Keith Hicks, who's run the community trust here for 33 years, retired this year, and we really wanted to recognise that.
Well, to be fair, I'm an Oldham lad. Born and bred in Oldham, which is just over the other side of the motorway. And I played played 10 years at Oldham.
Hello, Mr. Hicks.
Well, what's going on here? Just like stealth, man, or what?
On the occasion of your retirement, Keith, we couldn't let it go without recognition. Your contribution here at Rochdale and to the EFL family has been absolutely immense. As you know, you've been the longest serving member of the community managers since the football in the community scheme started in the 1980s. And we just wanted to give that the recognition it deserves and present you with this very special award on behalf of the whole EFL.
Oh, thank you. I think I'm going to well up again. That's brilliant. Thank you. I'm not supposed to go like that, no. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll have a handshake and even a hug soon enough. But congratulations to Keith Hicks there. And that wraps it up for the EFL Community Awards for this year. All our winners today would want me to thank the national and local partners, MPs and club and community teams whose support, funding and dedication makes all this work possible. Without them, we couldn't respond so directly to the needs of the people at the heart of our communities. Their ongoing and unwavering support over the past 12 months will never be forgotten. Thank you. A reminder that all our individual winners go through as nominees to the main awards. You can watch the 2021 EFL Awards live on Sky Sports Football from 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. It has been an absolute honour to throw some light on the amazing work our clubs have done to support their communities during a truly extraordinary year, creating partnerships and relationships with a lasting impact. Hopefully next year we'll be back together again in person over there in the Houses of Parliament. Until then, stay safe and keep up the sterling work you've all been doing. For me, Scott Minto and Rick Parry, it's goodbye.